Welcome to the show. It's just me. I'm recording by myself, and it's a game called Mega Man X. Game start. So I am actually a super expert of Mega Man X, and I can beat it in under 2 hours, but I wanted to show everyone, just the different things that happen. Like, usually I don't let these guys hit into this street or whatever, but I wanted to let you see what happens when they do, and then see how they can go through all the way, and then you could fall down. I just want to show you that, and then I want to show you, see if you don't shoot those guys enough, then you will have to avoid their attacks. Now here's a big B, and you can get hit by the missiles. Some people don't know that you can get hit by the missiles, but you can get hit by them. And these Walkmans, they have legs that you can't shoot. You can only shoot their heads. So you see, it's just a good demonstration all around of what happens in the game Mega Man X. Because you could watch people speedrun this game, and that could be boring because you would have questions like what happens when you get hit in the face with a missile, and you wouldn't know because they wouldn't get hit in the face with a missile. So, this video is going to be different. If you want to see a speedrun, an amazing speedrun, if you have the question, where can I find an amazing speedrun of Mega Man X? Well, the answer is right here. Go ahead and click the screen. That's how you can get your answer. I hate those guys. These guys right here, I hate them because they just come right in your face and then just sit there, and then they gently tap into you, and then they laugh. Like I was laughing. Ah! Don't laugh at me. I just wanted to show you that if you don't make that jump the whole way, then you can hit the side right there. Also, you can ride on these cars. Whee! And it takes you across. Isn't that cool? So here's the first thing. It's like kind of like a boss thing. Now, what I learned recently is that you have to destroy these cars all the way. And you have to destroy 3 of them. If you don't, they'll just keep coming. And I could show you that, but that would take forever. So I'm just going to show you that if you destroy 3 of them all the way, then you get to the Vile boss. His name is Vile. That also describes him. He's got a big suit of armor, and I'm going to shoot it. Now, what I don't feel like demonstrating this time is that you can actually die on this boss. And if you didn't know, you're not supposed to, but you could if you avoided that, which I didn't do because I didn't want to. You can die, but you're not supposed to die, and you're not supposed to win. And here comes the coolest character in Mega Man's. And so, when you got this Mega Man X back in olden times, and you saw, you're like, oh, I can't beat this boss, and then Zero comes, and Zero just shoots his arm off. You think that is cool. That's impressive. And you have a good time, and you have a good experience. Okay. Here's the guys. And I've decided to do the bosses in an order that shows something different besides just which weapons are effective on which bosses. And I won't have the weapon that's effective for this guy, but that's okay. But I wanted to show in this playthrough how beating the stages affects other stages. So I'm going to play this one and then the bird one. The airship one with the eagle boss. And I'll show you how those affect. So you can get hit by those guys if you jump into them with your face. I'll show you how those affect the other stages. Okay, so here's where you get the boots. And the boots are the best armor in this game because they affect the way that you play the game. The other armors just increase your power, or the helmet just gives you access to, basically just access to the blaster. Oh, I feel so weird. You slide with the boots. Slide, 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 and jump. Oh, you can slide and jump. And now I get a suit like this to control and destroy things with. And that's fun.
Double kill.
Alright, going into Chill Penguin. There he is. He's a penguin. He's pretty chill. Reminds me of Batman. Penguin. The penguin from Batman. Specifically from Batman Returns. Actually, he's kind of like one of those penguins that the penguin straps a missile to. Like, straps missiles to all these penguins. Now I'm stuck in a corner. Ooh, that was some skills. See, those are my normal skills. I just wanted to show you some of the other things that can happen, like getting hit with his ice vomit. That can happen, and you can get frozen. That can happen. So you wouldn't know these things watching me at my normal skill level. And he explodes. Big explosions. It's always nice when you beat the boss and they explode like that. Here we go to the Storm Eagle stage. Alright, so the first Mega Man game I played was Mega Man 2. And I thought that was really cool. Well, it is a really cool game. And it's like one of the best Mega Man games. But it made it so, oh, there's a secret over here, that's why I'm jumping. But it made the first Mega Man game like this mystery prequel. That was like, whoa, there's a game before Mega Man 2, and what is it, and what's the story? But anyway, I also played Mega Man 3, and Mega Man 3 was cool, and there's like the bosses, they had cool bosses. I remember really liking all the robot bosses, especially like Skullman, and I think Pharaoh Man was one of my favorites. I think he's from 4. Snake Man's from 3. I remember Snake Man is from 3. That's the only one I remember. But Snake Man isn't that cool. I think there's another thing over here. Yeah. Here we go. Break the glass. You can get an energy tank. Isn't that nice? And if you beat this guy, so you're supposed to, well, you can come in from the other side, which is, I guess, the intention, because this guy's facing that way. But you destroy this guy, and it breaks the whole thing. See, that's kind of like in a small environment, stage change, whatever. Okay, so Mega Man X comes around on the Super Nintendo, and it's just so amazing. And part of it is these armor upgrades that change, the color and style of how Mega Man looks, and that's part of it. And also they give Mega Man new abilities. I mean, really just the boots do. The blaster gets you a more powerful blaster, and you can power up your abilities you get from the bosses, which is cool. I guess that's an extra function. I just don't feel like it's as much as the boots are. I feel like the boots just change the way you play the game. And I guess the blaster, if you use it to power up your other weapons, you can play the game differently because the abilities play out more differently. Okay, so just shoot this a bunch. There's a fire thing on it, and fire is more effective when you get the fire ability, but you can just shoot it. And there's where you get the helmet. And as far as I can remember, all the helmet does is breaks these blocks here, and then the blocks on the Flame Mammoth stage. And so it's not that great. It doesn't do anything else. You can just break these blocks, and then there's some on Flame Mammoth stage. That's all it does. It's not game changing, but it makes Mega Man's head look different. I kind of like the gold ring. Skills. Haha, you thought I wasn't gonna show my skills. I did. I showed all my skills. Well, one of my skills. And then it explodes. Here it comes. Oh, cat jumped on me. Ow. Don't jump on me. I'm just gonna do this because it's fun. Anyway, shoot the guy. These are like the easiest bosses. This guy and Chill Penguin. You can get hit by him if you just stand around. If you like walk around, you can get by him and shoot him while he's coming down. Just like that. The bosses for the Mega Man X series, they decided that they were going to. You can get hit by those. They decided that you can. They're gonna make them into animal themes, or see you can shoot some of them, but there's other ones that come from the bottom. So watch out for that. And so that's why they're animals, like Storm Eagle. He's weak to the chameleon power. Oh, I remember playing this game for the first time, and I didn't know their weaknesses, and I fought the chameleon with just the buster, and that was a hard fight with just the buster. This one is not a hard fight with just the buster, because as you can see, he died. He exploded. And then this airship falls down and crashes into Spark Mandrill's stage. So when you beat those two, when you beat Chill Penguin, it makes ice on Flame Mammoth's stage all over it. Makes it really easy because instead of lava everywhere that's gonna kill you, there's snow, which doesn't hurt you. And you can get the secret heart, and you can just slide under these conveyor belts. This is where the lava would be. So, you know, awesome. Here's where you get the blaster upgrade, and this is a little tricky. I might show you how to mess it up. I might not. Okay, I didn't show you how to mess it up because, you know, for time's sake. There's Dr. Light again. He made the original Mega Man, and he made Mega Man X, and then left him his capsules to get powered up. I don't know why he just didn't give. Well, I guess he wanted there to be peaceful times. It's like, well, you don't need these in time of peace, but I'm gonna make capsules in case you do have to fight. But like, why don't you just give him dash legs? He can use those in peacetime. You already had a blaster. Just give him the best blaster. I don't know. Video games don't always make sense, but they don't have to. Go, 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 heart. So I charge up, and now I can charge pink, and it destroys them. And I noticed on my practice run, these enemies are jerks, but also they don't die in one hit from the regular charge. A lot of enemies will do that, and these guys look like the kind that will, but they don't. And I think it's because you get the blaster upgrade in this level, and the designers are like, well, we want them to try it out and see how powerful it is. They can beat these guys in one hit instead of two. There's another energy tank. Oh, this is cool. You can see that thing right there. That's the head of an enemy that you see in the water level. And so this is like the factory where they're building all the mean robots. Isn't that cool? This game is cool. It has cool things like that. Like there's thought about the environments and the levels and like where you're going, what you're doing. I'm gonna try and beat Flame Mammoth. I think I can do it with the tornadoes. I think Flame Mammoth is weak to tornadoes. I know you can destroy his trunk with the boomerang weapons. You do like 3 on him, and he can't shoot out fire like that anymore. But I don't have that weapon. And this always seemed to be effective enough. I just wanted to show you what happens when he knocks you down, or when you get hit by his fire, and so you think about avoiding it next time you face him. But there we go, we got him. Alright, let's go to Spark Mandrill's place. This is like a power station. This is where they're generating the power for their evil deeds. And since Storm Eagle's airship has crashed into it, which you'll see, there's some pieces of it. It's a little bit broken. There's a tube up there that's broken. So there was electricity. If you come here before defeating Storm Eagle, electricity is going through these tubes and like pulses that hurt you. And the lights stay on. So it's easier because you don't have to avoid the electricity, but it also makes the stage harder because the lights turn off. And X stays well lit as well as the enemies, but here's where it gets tricky because there's a hole right there and it's hard to see. And I actually remember this version of it more than not having the lights turn off. So I must have played this version where I had already beaten Storm Eagle more often. Must have done that. Here's the cool thing. Here's a mini boss. This mini boss is pretty awesome. But he's trying to get power out of... see, he can still hurt you. But he's trying to get power out of the ceiling there. But he can't. Because I beat Storm Eagle. So there's a bit of strategy to beating the bosses. Not just in the boss's weapons are effective against the other bosses, but also it changes some of the levels, which can make it an easier time for you. That guy's fun to fight when he has the power too. It's harder because you have to avoid his lightning, but it's still fun. This whole game is fun. This is a great game. This game, I like these wheel guys. Whoa, I like how they turn, and they're like, if you hit them like that, they go like that because you've damaged them and they're just spinning out. These guys are annoying. I hate those guys. But anyway, Mega Man is a fun game, and it's all about jump and shoot, and it's just the controls are just right. You know, that's a hard thing, probably. I've never designed a game, but it's probably a hard thing to get right. You got to work on for a long time. And people at Capcom, they knew what they were doing. I don't know what they're doing now. Is they still doing Street Fighter? Okay. Alright. Oh, I'm going to face Spark Mandrill now. I wanted to show you that you can beat him at half health or even a bit lower if you have the ice power. I mean, you can beat him at like 2 stakes if you know what you're doing, like I usually know what I'm doing. But, you know, if you're at low health, don't even worry about it if you have the ice power, because you can just freeze him over and over. And even if you get hit by one of his sparks, you can just keep freezing him. And, you know, if you get the timing right, then you see he'll just keep freezing him and he has to do that release animation. If you don't, he'll kill you, which is what I wanted to show everybody. So I hope that you saw that you can defeat him with ice power at low health, but, you know, you can also not. You can also die. Here's another thing I wanted to show you. Say you've used some of your ice power, and you think, oh, I need more. Well, no, you don't. You just, he doesn't take that many hits. So you can even get hit again by that spark if you want to. And you can bounce it off the wall. I just wanted to show you can bounce it off the wall there. You may have seen that in my previous run. And, you know, I don't even worry about those sparks. I just, you know, shoot him till he's gone with the ice, and he explodes, and it's fine. Thanks for joining me in this video about Mega Man X and how great Mega Man X is and the different things you can do in Mega Man X. It's probably pretty boring, actually, with just me. So here's that clip that everyone likes.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where is Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room, When we find that meteor, we'll find Dr. Wily.
That's not from Mega Man X, but whatever.